understand all of that, okay? Okay, so row 1 times column 1. I'm going to kind of highlight that here. Here's my row 1, and here's my column 1. All right, so Daisy, what's multiplying together here?
So you get 2 and -3.
So 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so I got 2, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What does the 1 multiply with?
The 1 to be 1.
So it's going to take this and rotate it and go, so they multiply straight across. So 2 times 1, but then the 1 is with the 0 there.
Oh, 0.
So 1 times 0 is 0. Okay, what does the negative 3 multiply with?
With the 1 to be -3.
Awesome. Okay, so that's what I'm going to get for this top left one, okay? Which, if we add all that together, 2 plus 0 is 2, minus 3 is -1. Okay, cool. That's when I do row 1 with column 1. Now, let's change it up a little bit. Let's go with row 1 with column 2. Okay, back to you, Chloe. Tell me what's being multiplied there.
2 and
Which will be -8. 2, which is 0. We like it when zeros are in there. -2 plus 8 is just -6, right? So that's how we got that one. Okay, awesome. Going to Brinley. Now I've done row 1 with column 1, row 1 with column 2. Let's switch it now, so I'm going to do row 2 with column 1. And sorry, when I do blue, it kind of gets confusing there, but do the blue ones. So what's multiplying there, Brinley? It's just 0, okay. Which is also 0. Which is 2, so that made it easy. It was just 2, right? Are you guys seeing the pattern here? Josh, you're getting the last one here. We're going to do row 2. Yeah, okay, this one. Can you even see that anymore? Let's undo that then. Let's just highlight it down here. So we're going to do this with that. Excuse me. Josh, what is multiplying together there? Which is 0, okay. And then that's just 2, right? Okay, so are you guys seeing the pattern of how we did this? We started with a 2 by 3. We multiplied it with a 3 by 2. We just multiply rows by columns. And then when we add it together, it resulted in that 2 by 2 right there. It's a little tricky of a process, but as you do it more and more, it's going to make a little more sense. Let's do a couple more and we'll take a break, okay? Hang in there with me. First off, I want you to try to get this one set up. Is this one that we can multiply? Why don't you try this out with your buddy? Go. All right, Josh, what did you say? Wait, you just did one, Josh. Izzy, what did you say? Can we multiply these together?
I don't think so.
All right, why not? What are you thinking?
Well, because A is 2 times 3 and B is 2 times 2. They don't have the same inside number.
So those don't match, so we can't do anything there, right? We would not be able to multiply those. So that's an example of when it doesn't work. In that case, it's easy. You just say, hey, we can't do it. The inside dimensions don't match. All right, let's go to your assignment. Let's try a couple here, 15, 17, and 19, just to make sure we get this. This is probably the trickiest thing we're going to learn today, but you guys, you got it, okay? I believe. We're going to start out easy and then just get a little more advanced, but still, it won't ever be anything too crazy. Mikhail, let's look at 15. Can we multiply those together?
Yes.
How come? Awesome. What are we going to get when we're done?
1 by 2.
Awesome. So the inside ones match, and then the outside ones tell us what we're going to get. Great. So then, will you tell me, well, and for me, I don't know if this helps you guys, but it's good for me to think of it like this. So I'm going to draw out a 1 by 2, and I'm going to think, how do I get this first element? I'm going to do row 1 by column 1. And then, to get the second element, I'm going to do row 1 with column 2. And sometimes a highlighter helps me as well. So I'm going to get out a highlighter and just show that. Let's do row 1 with column 1 right here. Okay, what do we get there, Payne, when I multiply those together? Awesome. Okay, let's now switch that up here. I'm going to do the first row with the second column. Will you do that for us, Charlie? What do we get? Hold on one second. So we're doing the 3. The 3 actually goes to the 6. And then negative 10, is that? I couldn't hear you. So that'd be 8. Negative 21 and 8. Does that match what it says in the back? Yep, alright, cool. Are you guys seeing the pattern here? I do row by column and I kind of shift it over so they multiply straight across. Row by column, multiply straight across. Do you have any questions on that? Are you getting the pattern here? Some feedback would be appreciated, like not yes or like I have no clue. When you just stare blankly, then it's probably I need help. Let's try another one. Honestly, the more practice we get on these, the better. Okay. So where do we leave off? Allie, can we multiply these on 17? Okay. Why? What's our dimensions? This is a 2 by 3, right? Okay. But they match still, so we can still do it, right? What are we going to get when we're done? Okay, and again, I think it's valuable while we're still doing this to write out that 2 by 3 I'm going to get by doing row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3, and then for that second row, it's just going to be row 2, column 1, row 2, column 2, and row 2, column 3. Okay, so now let's kind of draw out what we're going to do here. Big picture. So I'm going to do row 1 with column 1. And then I'll do row 1 with column 2. And row 1 with column 3. Right? Then I'll go and switch to row 2 and do that with column 1, column 2, and column 3. Let's just start out with the basics one here. Alright, so Angelina, help me with just that first couple of steps. When I do row 1 with column 1, what's multiplying together? So negative 20 minus 12, so that's negative 32, right? I'm going to give some space here because that's going to take up some space. So, all right. Okay, let's keep on rolling. We're just going to keep going. So then, Ofa, do the row 1 with column 2. What do we get there? So that's just 0, right? All right, Kimberly, row 1, column 3. She's trying to whisper the answers to you. Which that's just negative 36, right? Okay, awesome. Brenda, let's switch gears now here. We've done all the row 1 operations, so now let's switch to row 2 with row 1, with column 1, column 2, and column 3. So Brenda, you do row 2, column 1. So the 2 doesn't go to both, the 2 goes to the
zero.
top one,
Oh, zero.
and then 0. So that's just negative 10, right? Okay, cool. Brandon, row 2, column 2. 4 and 0 is how you said? So just 4. Awesome, Micah?
It's 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8, and 0 and just plus 0, which is negative 8.
Okay. So this is what I got right here. Negative 32, 0, negative 36, negative 10, 4, negative 8. Let's check that in the back. Does that match? Yes. Okay, good job. That's how we do that. Okay, now I'm going to set up number 19, and then we're going to try it on your own, okay? So Kara, first off on 19, can we multiply those together?
Yes.
How come?
The first one is 2 by 4 and the second one is 4 by 2.
Great. So what will that turn into when we're done?
So 2 by 2.
Hey, so this one, it looks a little scary because it's a lot bigger, but when we're done, it's just going to be a 2 by 2. This is row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 2, column 1, and row 2, column 2. So I'm going to push the pause button here. I want you to try this out on your own. I would recommend writing it out so you don't make silly mistakes in your head, and then check your work in the back.